Good morning, traders. Welcome to my channel, Freedom with Forex. My name is Al. I'm the mentor and senior trader at Elitecapital. In this video, I'll be doing a weekly forecast from 10th of August to 15th of August. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first pair I have in front of me is pound Aussie dollar. So the trade is opened on last Friday. I'm on 55 pips profit. The take profit sitting at the moment is about 790 pips. The stop losses at the moment is about 87 pips. I might have to adjust the stop losses, see how it behaves next few days. But at the moment, pound is actually not super strong, but not weak, because a lot of traders are taking profit out of pound. So we might see retrace before it shoot up again. So I have to watch the retrace next couple of days. So in terms of the weekly forecast, there is a good chance market will still rally up, but to get to my take profit, which is almost 900 pips away, it won't happen obviously next 5 days. You're looking into a couple of weeks. Okay, so this is a long-term kind of trade. But if it does go into this area, my take profit area, I've been looking into a massive like a home run. Okay, pound to New Zealand is the next one. I haven't got a trade open simply because I closed three trade actually on Friday. I gained about, I think, 1500 pips from pound to New Zealand, because I bought originally this one on this area and all the way up to 722 pips, but there's a two trade, and then I sold pound against New Zealand. There was a very small trade though. It was from this to here, about 136 pips. So it was actually a lot of pips that I gained last week or so. But at the moment I haven't got trade open. Am I going to open trade here? Absolutely not. The reason being is that I'm waiting for pullback. If the market pullbacks around 200 SMA or even 100 SMA, I'll be thinking to buy. Until then, I'm gonna just have to wait. If the market continues really up, which is a good chance, well, what can I do? I'll probably miss out the trade, but at this stage, no trade for me. Pound New Zealand. Okay, pound New Zealand, looking into, I actually closed my trade last week. I took profit from, it was about 330 pips profit or so. Is it a sell? Maybe it is a sell for the short term, but I'm not going to sell it simply because I believe this market will continue going up. However, if the market retrace by, let's say, another 200 or so pips around this area, I'll be looking into buy. So for me, I just have to watch this pair. Euro pound. Okay, euro pound, I have sold it. There was another trade before that I closed last Friday, which wasn't a big trade, about 82 pips profit, and I sold it again. I'm on 6 pips profit at the moment. There's a good chance market will probably rally up and retrace and whatnot before it goes down. But is this actually a strong trade? I don't think so. This could actually stop me out. So but if it does go in my original direction, which is sell side, I will probably be making about 300 pips, if not more. Okay, so I just have to watch and see what happens. Pound franc, I bought pound franc. I'm on loss 46 pips at the moment. So in this situation, if I go in a 4-hour chart, this is normal. It's retracing. As you can see, the 3 SMA is pointing same direction. If the market comes around this side area, I'll be opening another small trade. Up until then, I will be holding this trade. Either it's gonna hit my stop losses or take profit. However, stop losses sitting way below my usual stop losses. The reason I put stop loss a little bit further, my usual is that there is a good chance market will probably dance around, and I don't want to get caught in between when market goes crazy before it goes in original direction. So that's why my stop loss is a little bit wider than usual, but my take profit is sitting on 200 SMA, which is about 300 pips away. New Zealand CAD. Okay, I sold New Zealand CAD I think on Friday, and it's on 44 pips profit at the moment. I closed a small trade that was also shorted, and the take profit was about 150 pips or so. My take profit sitting at the moment is 280 pips. Stop losses just above the daily highs, which is I think it's a little bit more than my usual stop losses, but 145 pips. Actually, no, it's actually within my usual stop losses. However, if the market goes up, if I can quickly show you, if the market goes above that 4-hour high, there is a good chance market will continue up. Okay, so this is actually a bit not so sure kind of trade. Okay, but any trade is not sure. There is no guarantee in a forex market that you will be making money. This is just a risk versus reward and probabilities. If your probability is higher and reward is higher than risk, you will end up making money in long term. Okay, the next one I have is pound USD. I have sold pound. Now this is a bit controversial because I bought pound previously. I bought pound against Australian dollar. I bought pound against euro. Why did I, and also against pound, franc as well. Why did I sell against USD? The reason being I sold pound against USD was USD actually getting stronger across the board. Okay, USD is getting stronger across the board, possibility. So that's why I sold it. And last Friday market closed pretty strong. Okay, if this sale was true, was on a take profit kind of scenario, market will probably rally down all the way to 360 pips to around this area, if not here, which is about 500 pips away, which will be nice trade comparing to my risk, which is only 100 pips risk. We'll see what happens. Okay, USD yen. I bought USD yen against the UN. The reason was that this bullish strong candle, but I had to wait some sort of retrace, which I did wait on 4-hour chart. Now market is only 20 pips in profit. However, this can actually go down again, okay, and create a lot of confusion. Okay, so just need to be careful. My take profit sitting at the moment around 230 pips or so, but if this continue, market will come around this area. There is a very good chance. Okay, but this may not happen. This may not happen straight away. And one more thing to keep in mind is that this trend line on a daily chart, this is a very powerful trend line, so we have to respect that. If this doesn't get breakthrough, this will continue to the south side. Okay, but if it does get breakthrough, we're looking into possibly new high. Okay, maybe around this area. It could go up there all the way from here, which is 566 profit. We'll see what happens. USD Singapore dollar, I also bought that. I'm on loss 19 pips. Daily chart looking pretty good, is purely because of this candle and the market, the way market behaving last few days. So that's why I bought it. The stop losses sitting at the moment 124 pips. Take profit I have in place 379 pips away. What is the chance? Look, I am pretty hopeful for this trade. The setting looking pretty strong for me. I just have to wait, okay? Especially if I want the market to come up around this area, which is gonna take a long time. So this is a waiting game. I've done my job. I opened a trade, put my stop losses. Now is I just have to wait for the result. Euro yen, obviously I sold the euro against the yen, purely because actually a couple of reasons. This market is rallying up almost 1100 pips, okay? Another reason was this area, the way market is behaving last few days, okay? So that's why I sold it. My stop loss is sitting at the moment 89 pips away. Take profit 294 pips. Pretty good risk and reward ratio if it goes in my direction. But if it does continue to sell side, market will probably be going down up to here, which is 500 plus pips away, and I will probably adjust my take profits, or it depends how strong market started to go down. Next one is USD franc. Okay, USD franc is still on loss, huge loss, 164 pips. I've been on this trade how many days? This is crazy, man. Almost 13 days, almost 2 weeks now I've been on this trade. It just started going down since I opened. I made a stupid mistake. I opened this trade on a 4-hour chart. I should have really waited on a daily chart. But the good news is that it's showing sign of reversal. Should I open a trade right now? I am not going to open a trade right now. I have to see on a 4-hour chart how the market behaves. If the market goes down here and I see strong rejection and strong buying side and the weakening seller side, I will open a buy side. Up until then, I just have to wait. Another reason is that I only got a lot bigger lot size, 0.40. My usual lot size that I've been trading last few weeks is that 0.20. So I don't want to add another big lot size and it goes losing, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to sort of wait out this big storm to the sell side and see what happens. New Zealand USD, right? So I sold New Zealand against USD. I bought actually a lot of USD, as you can see. The market was really strong on Friday, looking pretty good. We'll probably be looking into market reversal and start going down by at least 300 to 400 pips. My stop loss is sitting around at the moment 59 pips, which is not a big stop losses. If I gain 300 to 400 pips, that will be a nice big chunk of profit compared to the risk versus reward. What are the chances this trade to be successful? I think it's pretty good for a couple of reasons. Is that buyers were actually really having fun. They actually pushed the market to almost 1200 plus pips. There's a good chance market will probably retrace by 400, 500, 600 pips before it shoot up again. But selling a strong uptrend is always risky, so we need to keep that in mind. But if it works out, you're gonna make a lot of money. So it is a calculated game, calculated risk that we have to take. Next one I have is Australian dollar and yen. Okay, so I just sold another one just half an hour ago or so, purely because I left a note for myself last Friday that if the market closed below on daily previous day, I will open another small trade. Okay, and I did. The reason is that my initial trade was also small, 0.10. That's what I opened another one. I usually do 0.20, as I said before. If the market closes below tomorrow, on the shorted side, there is a good chance market rally down here. Was this a risky? It was risky, but it was my second confirmation, okay, because here market was shorted and it rallied up and market was shorted around the same area. So it looks like for some reason the big boys doesn't want the market go above this level, okay. So that's why I got interested, so that's why I sold it. And if the market actually continues according to my prediction, if this market will probably going down to about 500 pips, which is a lot of pips that one can gain if the market goes in a direction. The stop loss is sitting at the moment, how many pips that is? That's about 185 pips. Holy moly, that is actually more than my usual stop losses. I will probably have to adjust depending on the 4 hour and the market way behaves. So I'll try to be reduced to 150 pips. Okay, another next one is Aussie USD. Looking pretty good, 46 pips profit at the moment. My take profit at the moment is sitting same as last week, which is around 500 pips. Why stop losses you're looking into 84-85 pips. What do I think about this trade? I'm pretty positive. When I say positive, don't take my word like it's like 100% you're gonna win. Positive means there is more possibility than losing it, okay. So that's what my analysis come into. So that's why I sold it, and I will be holding this trade next couple of weeks, depending how fast the market actually goes in my direction. But if it goes against me, I'll be losing, about how many pips was it again? About 90 pips. Euro USD. Okay, I sold Euro against USD, 95 pips in profit. This was actually when I actually opened this trade, this was really risky, but it was calculative risk, because when I look at the market, how the market behaves in one given time, how strong the market is its original direction, which was the buy side, and I could tell the market was getting weak and weak, and sellers was coming into the market. That's why I sold it, and a couple of other reasons which gives me extra extra confirmation before I open a trade. And a lot more goes into of analysis, and that kind of knowledge I share with my students in my course, which is a lifetime course. If you want to grab the course, please email me at freedomwithforex@outlook.com. This is a lifetime mentorship. I do a live market analysis like this, but a lot more in details, a lot more inside knowledge of the market that I share with my students. And you will be given a lot of assignments, as well as end of the week analysis that you have to provide. Why did you open the trade? And if it goes against you, why do you think it went against you? If it goes in the direction, why do you think it's going in that direction? A lot more paperwork. The reason being is that if you are not accountable, right? If you're not accountable when you open a trade, that you are trying to escape your responsibility, okay? This is a business. This is how I look at it. This is a business like every other business. If the sale goes up, if you started making profit, we celebrate, but at the same time we keep in mind what did we do right, why did the sale goes up, okay? Why are you making money? If the sale goes down, we start losing money and whatnot, we start to lose. Hang on a second, what are we doing wrong? What need to be adjusted? What can you learn? So that kind of analysis goes into my trading course. If you're interested, drop me an email or leave me a comment below and join the other students. Okay, let's continue. So Euro USD, as you can see, I sold it. We'll see what happens. The take profit at the moment sitting 400-500 pips, and stop loss sitting at the moment, it's not really big stop loss, only 59 pips. Next one is USD CAD. I bought USD against CAD, 83 pips in profit. My prediction is that this market will probably go up. I'm looking into 550 pips or so. If it does go against me, my stop loss sitting at the moment about 112 pips plus and minus away. Okay, so this trade is not, I'm really confident. The reason being is that this trend line hasn't been broken yet. All right, so it's just on the trend line as we speak. So a lot of people will be selling here, matter of fact, a lot of people. So that's why if you see market rallies down, is because of that. But I'm looking into like a bird eye point of view, like an eagle, you know, you just look from the sky down. I'm not looking into like hour chart or 4-hour chart movement. Okay, I'm looking into the daily chart movement. That's why there's a good chance this will probably break through, but again, nothing is for sure. We just you have to have your risk in check, as well as if it goes against you, how much you're gonna lose, which is always in this is decisive number. How much you're gonna lose, how much you're gonna make money, you can adjust that. Okay, next one is Euro New Zealand. Right, this is turned out to be a pretty bad trade. The reason is that if I look at the 4-hour chart, I open a 4-hour 2.20 lot on 4-hour chart. It was going really strong and market rallied up, which was expected, and I opened a second trade on an hourly chart. I was actually meant to close hourly chart and whatnot, but I couldn't do that. I wasn't actually on the market at that time. Anyway, since the market is going against me, I'm on minus 66 in profit. Sorry, loss. I wish it was in profit. The stop loss is sitting at the moment around 100 pips or so. Now, if the market goes above this high, which was a daily high or 4-hour high, this will continue rally up. Not for long. This will reverse. Very good chance. However, we need to figure out when it's going to reverse. Okay, before it shows an obvious sign, before 99% people find out in the world that okay, now it's time to sell Euro New Zealand, you want to get into that trade before everybody else does. Because if you do after 90% people does, market is down here. That's way too late. Now, this was a risky trade, but if this market reverse, which it still can, because market did open lower and started to go up, there is a good chance market will hop around this area and start to go down. We'll see what happens. Next few days. But if I lose, I'm gonna lose about 100 pips or so. But if it goes in my direction, I'm gonna make a big fat chunk of profit. My take profit is sitting at the moment 500 pips or so away. We'll see what happens. Aussie New Zealand. Okay, this is also two trade open. Not a big lot size, 0.10 and 0.15 lot size. Two trade. I sold both of them. What are the chances at this stage? It is pretty unsure. However, in my strategy, I can see a couple of reasons that is going to be a sell side. I'm not going to in details about that. My take profit is sitting at the moment around 550 pips away, and the stop loss is about 115 pips away. Okay, so if I lose, I'm gonna lose 115 pips or 20 pips, and then if it goes my direction, it will be nice. Okay, euro franc, I don't think I have an open trade yet. I will be waiting for this trade for next couple of days, purely because the market is in this area for a while. As you can see, these are the daily chart. In fact, how many days this market is hopping around? About 19 days. Okay, this market is around here about 19 days. Now, what am I looking into? I'm looking into some sort of retrace into 200 SMA or below, and then I'll be looking into buy. Until then, I'm just have to watch this market. Euro, Australian dollar, looking pretty good at the moment. 165 pips in profit. I got two trade open. My take profit is still sitting around 690 pips or so. Stop loss is sitting at the moment, how many pips away? For the first trade is 51, second trade is sitting about 87 pips. Now this market still can actually go down here. Okay, good chance, very good chance. However, on the daily chart, looking pretty strong for me. We'll see what happens. Australia, New Zealand, haven't got a trade open yet. I will be looking into sell, as I said in last Friday. Is this a sell yet for me? Absolutely not. When do I expect for sell? You know what, it's pretty hard to say, given the fact that if I can show you the daily charts, this is clearly an uptrend, right? This market can easily come up here or here, which is looking into 300 odd pips away. So if you're gonna sell it, be very cautious, all right? So I'm just waiting for confirmation, at least couple of confirmation before I enter this trade. Euro franc, I sold euro franc, sitting minus 2 pips in loss. Market is actually hanging around in this area. Stop loss is sitting at the moment, how many pips away? 76. Take profit, I haven't changed anything this as it is last Friday or so, about 300 pips away. We'll see what happens. This is small lot size, 0.15. I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna keep as it is. So there you go, this was all the forex analysis on all these pairs. Hopefully this week will be another exciting week, because last week was really good. I made about $5,187. if I can go to my account history, let's just have a look. Last week, here you go, $5,148 that I made last week. I only had two losing trade. One was $67, other one was $61, which is nothing comparing to my profit. Was huge, $584, $685, $595, $449. And as you can see, the main thing is that if you look at the bigger time frame, long-term approach, you will be making a lot of money, and obviously you'll be losing money as well, but your losing will be should be a lot small. Okay. So yeah, there you go. So this is the video for the weekly forecast, and I will see you on Wednesday when I will be doing midweek FX market analysis, and I will go through how the market behaving. And then Saturday I'll be posting the weekly wrap up. So 3 videos a week. Please subscribe and click the bell icon, and you will be notified by YouTube every time I upload a video. Again, if you find this video any way, shape or form helpful, please leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see, what kind of analysis you want me to focus, and leave a comment. Okay, bye bye for now.